So you made it to part 5. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This section talks about Dr. Joe's signature practice, reconditioning the body to a new mind meditation. This is actually one of his signature practices because it helps people create such significant change. This is where we take all the knowledge from this chapter and embody it. Through this meditation, we begin signaling a new future to the body. And every time we sit in that state of elevated emotion, we retrain the body to stop living in the past and to start broadcasting the signal of a new personal reality. One of my favorite meditations after blessing of the energy centers, as well as tuning into new potentials, reconditioning the mind to a new body is nuts, and you're going to appreciate it too. So here we go. Reconditioning the body to a new mind meditation. Before we start the formal meditation, we're going to do some practice sessions. They build on several individual instructions so you can learn this step by step. Once you've mastered each individual step, we can put it all together. So let's start by sitting up straight in a chair and putting both feet flat on the floor, or sitting on the floor in a lotus cross-legged position with a pillow under your buttocks. Place your hands uncrossed in your lap. If you like, you can close your eyes. When you're ready to begin, lift up your perineum, that's at the very base of your spine, your pelvic floor, the same muscles that you use for intercourse and elimination. Do not hold your breath as you do this. Breathe normally. That's very important. Squeeze those muscles as tightly as you can and hold for 5 seconds. Then let go and relax. Here he's just getting you to warm up to it. So do it again and hold it for the same amount of time. And then you're going to do it for a third time, holding it for about 5 seconds. And then you're going to relax again. I want you to gain conscious control over these muscles because you are going to be using them in a different way. This just reminds me that I need to practice this because I do this meditation and sometimes I don't even hold the first center as tightly as I should once I start moving energy up. So this just reminded me that I need to go back to the basics of this and just practice that, he said, about 3 times, just so I can really get control. And I encourage you to do the same. He says, now contract the same muscles in the perineum and at the same time contract the muscles in your lower abdomen. Pull your lower abdomen up and in, locking down the first 2 centers. And you're going to hold for 5 seconds and then relax. Pull those same muscles up and again and squeeze. Hold for 5 seconds again and then relax. And then you're going to repeat this once more. Remember to keep breathing as you do this. Do not hold your breath. Now, this next time, squeeze the muscles of your perineum and at the same time, squeeze the muscles of your lower abdomen while also contracting the muscles of your upper abdomen. You're tightening your entire core now, the first 3 centers. Hold all of those muscles for 5 seconds and relax. Then you're going to do it again, pulling the muscles in a little more this time. Hold for 5 seconds and then relax. Now do it one more time. And as you squeeze and hold those muscles, see if you can squeeze them a little tighter and lift them a little higher. Hold for a while and then relax. Since experience creates neurological networks in your brain, as you perform each step and build on the previous one, you are installing neurological hardware in your brain in preparation for the experience. I am asking you to use the same muscles that you might have used for years, but now in a different way. This action will begin to milk these centers and liberate energy that's been stored in your body for a very long time. Now we're going to change it up. Take your finger and place it on the top of your head, like about up here. And work your fingernail right into the center of your scalp so you will remember where that point is once you take your finger away. So I'm like pointing at the top of my scalp. Remember that where you place your attention is where you place your energy. So that point is your target. So that's why he tells you to kind of stab into it a little bit with your nail. Put your hands back in your lap and without contracting any muscles yet, take one slow, steady breath through your nose. All I want you to do is follow your breath from your perineum, through your lower abdomen, through your upper abdomen, through the center of your chest, through your throat, through your brain, all the way to the top of your head where your finger was. When you get to the top of your head, hold your breath and keep your attention right on the top of your head and let your energy follow your awareness. Hold for about 10 seconds and then relax. So that looks like, let me see. Uh, we're not contracting muscles yet, so I'm just breathing and I'm following my breath from my perineum, lower abdomen, upper abdomen, through my chest, through my throat, the back of my brain, to the top of my head, to that spot. And then I will hold it for 10 seconds. Okay, I got that. If you don't have that, please pause and redo that part as many times as you need to. Next, you're going to place your finger on the top of your head again, and then take it away and make sure you can feel that point without your finger being there. And you're going to rest your hands on your thighs. Now, do one more breath without contracting any muscles. This time, when you inhale through your nose, imagine you are pulling energy up that tube by drawing fluid up a straw all the way to the top of your head. When you get to the top of your head, you hold your breath for about the same amount of time you did before and let your energy follow your awareness and then relax. Now it's time to start putting it all together. With this next breath, when you inhale through your nose, pull those muscles up and in at the exact same time. Start by locking the muscles of your perineum, engaging the muscles of your lower abdomen, and simultaneously contracting the muscles in your upper abdomen. And as you squeeze the muscles in each center with the intention of pulling all of that stored energy in the lower body into the brain, follow your breath through each of those three centers. As you continue to squeeze those muscles and lock those first three centers down, pull your breath up through your chest, the fourth center, and then through your throat, the fifth center, and then through your brain, the sixth center. Pull it all the way up to the top of your head, keeping your attention there, and hold your breath as you keep squeezing your core muscles. Hold for about 10 seconds and then relax as you exhale. You're going to repeat that breath at least two more times, tightening the muscles of the first three centers as you pull your breath up your spine through each energy center all the way to the top of your head. And then you're going to hold your breath for a time and finally relax as you exhale. Remember, as you do this, you're using your body as an instrument of consciousness, and your full intent should be to pull the mind out of the body. You're liberating energy that has been locked in your lower three centers and moving it up to the higher centers where you can use it for healing your body or creating something new instead of just for survival. I'm gonna pause right there because I can actually attest that when I would experience a lot of anxiousness, I felt it in my abdomen. So when I'm doing this reconditioning the body to a new mind meditation and I'm pulling the mind out of the body, I'm squeezing these lower centers. I especially focus on the third center because I know I have a lot of stuck energy there. I can feel it whenever I'm stressed. So I really intensely squeeze that center, especially the upper part of my abdomen. And I know that I'm liberating energy when I do that because after I do that several times in the meditation, I feel lighter in that area. I feel less tension in that part of my abdomen. So this stuff works. I'll continue. He says, practicing this many times so you are very familiar with these steps will be very useful before you begin several of the meditations in this book. Please be patient with yourself. Just like learning anything for the first time, you have to do this many times before you truly master it. I've been doing it for a while. I still have not mastered it, but I am working at it and I will not stop. In the beginning, it may feel awkward because you have to synchronize the actions of your body with the intention of your mind. Eventually, though, if you practice this technique enough, you will be able to coordinate all of these steps into one motion. And it's true. At first, you're going to be clunky. You're going to be squeezing this and trying to hold the breath, and then you're going to let go of the lower muscles. And It won't all sync at the beginning. Please believe me, that is very normal. I just started syncing my actions all together, and I'm not perfect with it. I get better at it as I continue to practice. This is why you don't stop the practice. He says, I'm aware that there are many different breathing techniques, and you may well have had success with one or more of them in the past. Even so, I urge you to try this one, even if you already have some other favorite, because if you do something new, you can have a new experience. Some people are all like stuck into what they know with a capital K, but please be open to new information. Please be open to something different, because when you're open to something different, you are in the unknown and you leave room for possibility, which is what the unknown is. A miracle is something that you have not experienced yet, but you're open to it. When you're open to anything new, then it's possible that you can experience something miraculous. He says, if you keep doing the same thing, you will keep creating the same experience. And if you do nothing, you get nothing. Yes, this technique takes some real effort, but once you become more skilled, you'll see that it's worth the effort and then some. And so many people attest to that. You are now ready to begin the formal meditation. If you purchase my Reconditioning the Body to a New Mind or audio download from drjoedispenza.com, you'll find the recording includes a song I've specifically chosen to truly inspire you to raise your energy. As you listen, I want you to interpret the music as the movement of energy. If you do the meditation on your own, practice the breath while you listen to one inspiring song that's between 4 and 7 minutes long. Then open your focus, putting your attention on different parts of the body as well as the space around those parts of the body. Next, unfold as pure consciousness into the unified field, staying in the generous present moment and becoming nobody, no one, no thing, nowhere, and in no time. Now it's time to cultivate several elevated emotions one by one, emotionally rehearsing each. Remember, the more powerful your feelings, the more you are upregulating your own genes. Bless your body, bless your life, bless your soul, bless your future as well as your past. Bless the challenges in your life and bless the intelligence within you that is giving you life. Finish by giving thanks for a new life before it has made manifest. And this concludes part 5 of chapter 5. This is the real work, guys. Not bypassing emotion, but by training the body to feel something new, a new baseline, a new frequency, a new identity. If you've made it this far, you're already reconditioning your body to a new mind just by staying consistent. Keep tuning in. Chapter 6 is coming next. And trust me, it only gets more powerful from here. Join me for my live as we discuss this. See you next time, guys.